All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the true power with General Sarah Soon said he kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarah Soon said YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all know what it is, Black Power, Black Frequency. You feeling that frequency and energy? You should most definitely join. Link right down in the video description. It's in the chat. Click it. You get a video introduction rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join, even if you don't. I appreciate your presence here at the Sarah Student Set YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm, kingseti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarah Seti, DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor accessories for every room in the house. I got something for your family. I know you're going to like and love. I want you to get on over there, check out that catalog, get you something nice, get a discount, shop and save and shop. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, SETI University. We talking about over 2,000. Did you hear me? 2,000 videos are nothing but flame throwing information from the general. We got over 40 different subjects, all the subjects that you know and love from the general. We got it. I know you're looking forward. I got it. Making of the White Man. We got the Black Illuminati, ancient Egypt, Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Ethiopia. We got the old Mecca. We got the Naga Kush. We got it all, family. We got the Black woman is God. We got Black education, economic, that global African supremacist, occult, alchemy. Man, we got it all. We got it all. You see, and so we want you to get on over there, handpick documentaries and lectures from the Grand Masters. We got it all. It's not another website that can compare or compete. I don't know why you're not a member right now. Get on over there. Don't you hesitate. Everybody knows SETI popping on Patreon, dropping nuclear bombs on Patreon. We got over 500 exclusive live streams on Patreon, and that's the biggest perk is that you get a chance to see the general go live. SETI Live is lit. Y'all already know that. SETI Live is lit. I want you to get on over there, get that work. Is it some exclusive information only to be seen on Patreon? And I'll turn it up 4 notches when I get over there. It's too raw for YouTube. So become a patron is a tier for everybody. So believe it or not, soon as you show up, you're gonna feast on wisdom and knowledge. That's right. And I'm on Rumble. General is on Rumble. So I want you to get over there on Rumble. King Seti. Actually, it's King Seti. The link right down in the video description. You see, it's right down in the video description. So click it, become a subscriber because it's about to be a hell of a ride. I'm waiting on my computer to get here. As soon as it get here, I'm gonna act up on Rumble. I'm gonna disrupt class over there. Witness the strength, family. To all the family out there donated to the general, I thank you, and I thank you again. I appreciate the fact you appreciate me. Any of the family out there would like to donate to this hardworking general, keeping this information front line and center. The link is right down in the video description, is in the chat. Click it, donate. I thank you ahead of time. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarah Student Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up, like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Now, let's talk about this now. We talking about Jerusalem, huh? We got any Hebrew Israelites? We got any Hebrew Israelites out there? You see, not the Hebrew Israelites, the Hebrew Cellulites. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what you niggas is. Fat on the back. Okay, and we got to get you niggas. We got to tighten you niggas up today. Yeah, let me get them up. Yeah, we got to tighten you niggas up today. Yeah. Ray in the house. Okay. And I know I can act up. I know I can act up now. Now, what we got to understand when we say that a black man, see, not just a black man, a hermetic black, a comedic black man. Yeah, let's talk about it now. A comedic black man. Because we got to say what it is. When we talk about Jeebus. Now, a lot of people don't know who Jeebus is. Okay? Jeebus, who is Jeebus? And it sounds real close to Jesus. And we're gonna talk about that in another video. The link to root that they know exactly what they're doing. See, they playing with the etymologies, you see. They playing with the etymologies, but you got a master here now. You're not going to play with me. You see, you're not going to play with me because I see you. Okay, and I can break it down for you, family. Yeah, 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 but let's deal with this. When we talk about Jerusalem. Now, Jerusalem was named after a Canaanite. Now, who are the Canaanites? Because we got to break that down. And we always have to explain this to our people so they can have clear understanding. Now, supposedly, according to the Bible, and I didn't ask you to take everything in the Bible as fact. I said that there was truth in the book that could be verified by independent scholarship, and that's all I'm talking about. I'm not, that's all I'm talking about. Many times a vehicle of truth does not necessarily have to be the truth. You see, it's a vehicle of truth. So you cannot take the whole goddamn story as the truth. If you do that, shame on you, nigga. Shame on you. Shame on the nigga. Oh, R.I.P. O.D.B. You see, shame on the nigga that take the Bible as 100% truth. And so, but there are many truths that can be independently verified, through independent research. And we can do that, and we will do that today. Now, according to the story of the Bible, when they talk about Noah, they say Noah was the man that would, survive the flood, the great flood of the Lord. That's what they said. And, Noah was chosen to repopulate the planet. Noah is the second Adam. Do y'all know that? He's the second Adam. After the flood, everybody come from Noah. You see, and his three sons, their wives, you see, the planet supposedly was repopulated. We know that's bullshit. We know it, but we wanna look at what they trying to say about the differences in the races. That's what we want to talk about. Now, Noah having three sons, Ham, Cam, Kim, Shem, which is really Sham, which is really a sham, you see. So because they see a lot of them niggas don't want to, all them Hebrew Israelites say they not Hermetics, but the motherfuckers don't understand that with the vowels being interchangeable, Shem is also Sham, which is a sham, because you motherfuckers trying to act like you're something different, but you're not. You see what I'm saying? Because the root of Shem is Sham, which is a sham. Because y'all trying to pretend like y'all that you're independent of the African, and so that's where the sham come in. Okay, and so now Ham, what you got to understand, is synonymous with Egypt, even though he's supposedly the father of Egypt, of Cush, which is Ethiopia, Sudan. Okay, he's also the father of Canaan, who we are discussing right now, and one that they call Foot, P-H-U-T. Sometimes they spell it P-U-T, which could be either Libya. Some people say the Horn of Africa. Boom. Okay. Nevertheless, we know that it's an African nation. Okay. And that Ham is also synonymous with Egypt. Even though he was the father of Egypt, he lived in Egypt. Egypt was his domicile. So Ham, which is Kam, which is Kim, which is Kemet, is interchangeable with Egypt. Okay? And so we understand that Ham was the father, of Canaan. Okay, so in essence, not only is Egypt his brother, Ham the father, which is synonymous with Egypt, is also his father. You see? And so you have to understand that the Canaanites are Cushites. They're Egyptian Cushites. That's what they are. And so one of his sons, I believe, I don't know, I believe Jebus very well might have been the oldest. He very well might have been the oldest. Matter of fact, let me look. Okay, let me look. Let me look. But this is who Jerusalem is named after. And so they stole the land and they didn't even have enough consciousness. They didn't even have enough consciousness to change the name. You know, even though, and it said, curse be Canaan. It says, curse be Canaan. We're going to deal with that now. We're going to deal with it. Here we go. We're going to deal with it. We're going to deal with it. Now, this is very critical that I read this to you. This is very critical that I read this so that you understand. I want y'all to understand this now. You see, because when you in all your studies, you're going to have to master this Bible. Not as a book of spirituality. You master it just like you master any other book. If you're going to read from Babylon to Timbuktu, it's just like any other book up there. You see what I'm saying? And when you know so many minds is intertwined with this book, it's necessary for you to master it because you're able to transcend niggas. Niggas think they can run and hide. No, sir, we're going to go in your book and we're going to dissect your book so that you can't run. We're going to master it even greater than you. And so, with a billion people, you put a billion niggas on the run with the mastery. See, it's not about your belief. It's the mastery of the book. And so I want y'all to understand this. And so when we talk about it, says, wait a minute, and the son, now we talking about Noah. Now we talking about, and we talking about, he curses Canaan. Now he talking to Ham. Listen to me now. He's talking to Ham, and and they say Ham violated. They're always gonna throw something on the nigga. They always gonna throw something on the black man. Ham violated in some kind of way. It don't say, and it said that I don't know. In the Bible, it say Noah, Ham ridiculed Noah because Noah fell out drunk. He fell out drunk, and Ham ridiculed him. And when he woke up, he said, "This is what Noah said when he woke up." He said, "And Noah awoke from his wine. He drunk as a mouth, drunk as a skunk, fell out, and knew what his younger son had done unto him." Yeah, that's right. And Noah awoke from his wine and knew what his younger son had done unto him, and said, "Cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren." And he said, "Blessed be the Lord God of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant." So it's only God belong to Shem. He don't belong to nobody else. But he didn't make no goddamn covenant with Shem. You know, even though that's some bullshit, he didn't make no covenant with Shem. He made a covenant with Abraham, but he did not make no goddamn covenant with Shem. So I don't know how it became his God. But it said, and he said, blessed be the Lord God of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant. God shall enlarge Japheth or Jehapheth, and he shall dwell in the tents of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant. So so here it is, Noah cursed his own, and people don't even look at this shit. Cursed his own grandson, because Canaan is his grandson. Cursed his own grandson. Ain't even born yet. What kind of fucking grandfather is that? Kind of goddamn grandfather would curse his own grandson before he's born. You see, and people don't understand that Canaan is the nephew of Shem, and so he's cursed to be a slave to his own uncle. You see, what a fucking disgrace! This is a fucking book of disgrace in many areas. You know, and he will also be a slave unto Japheth. You know, and for you Hebrew niggas, they like to use the Y. They say Japheth. You know what I'm saying? For all you, you know, yeah, to all you niggas that like to put the Y in there, Japheth. You know, and you know what I'm saying? They doing something. Not when they put the, you know, them some Y spelling motherfuckers. You know, they put the Y in front of everything. Yahoshua, you know, Yahshua. Yahushua, yeah, dirty ass, low down ass Noah. You know, cursed his own goddamn grandson. But so now we got to see here the curse. And I got in there? Yeah, I got it in there. Yeah, I got it in there. Yeah, I got it in there. I got some other shit that I'm gonna drop down too. But so now what we have to understand that Jebus is the son of Canaan. You see? Now before we go there, let's deal with this so we understand it, that the Hebrews did not have no goddamn language. And so Hebrew as a language has never been mentioned in the Bible, Old or New Testament. So they do not have a language. I don't know what people talking about the Hebrew language. I'm going to show you clearly who the language belongs. That is an African language. And if you want to if you want me to black that up, all you have to do is go to Isaiah. That's all you have to do is go to Isaiah 19:18. If you got your rusty, your sword, you know they say the Bible is their sword. If you got your rusty sword and you wanna, all you have to do is turn your rusty sword to Isaiah 19:18. Is there for you, and it says, listen, in that day, 5 cities in the land of Egypt speak the language of Canaan, and swear to the Lord of hosts, one shall be called the city of destruction. I'm gonna say it again to let you know the language. In that day shall 5. Wait a minute, I'll go up one more. And the land of Judah, listen, I'll go up to make it clear so you understand. And the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself because of the counsel of the Lord of hosts, which he have determined against it. In that day, because you connect this with Judah, in that day shall 5 cities in the land of Egypt speak the language of Canaan. It is not Hebrew. Okay? Let that be known. They didn't have no goddamn language. When they came out of Egypt, they were speaking Egyptian. They didn't know no goddamn Hebrew. What is Hebrew? You don't need no language when all you doing is scooping up goat shit and camel shit in the desert. You see, you only got, your world is small. You see, you don't have no civilization where you got to name a whole lot of shit. You got a tent, your ass got to go, you got a goddamn camel, that's all you got. You don't have no extensive language. So the language of Canaan that they speaking of is Phoenician, and it's been already documented that the Phoenician come out of the Egyptian script. Okay? It comes out of the Egyptian script. So I just wanted, because I'm going to ask you the question. Why didn't they rename any of the cities? That when they conquered Canaan, they never renamed any of the cities. They left the cities had all Bethlehem, Jerusalem. All of them cities were already named. Zion, you see, the fortress of Zion. That's Canaanite. They never. So I hear these niggas singing songs to Zion. We hear these niggas talking about Jerusalem, and we gonna see that this is actually a Hermetic. That Jerusalem is the same as Jebus, which is a Canaanite. And these niggas sitting up here talking about they don't break bread with Hermetics. These is Hebrew Israelites. Confused niggas. Gotta get on them today. Confused niggas. Say that they can't build with an African. I seen niggas get up on the videos talking about how Africans sold niggas into slavery, but they don't say shit about how the 11 brothers of Joseph sold him into slavery, sold him and wished him dead, and sold him into slavery. And so, goddamn it, maybe you should look into your own house. You see? So that's a hypocrite. That's a hypocrite. So that's the first thing that I wanted to do and show was that there is no Hebrew language. And so once you understand that it is the language of Canaan, the Phoenician, it fucked me up. Even the alphabet is Phoenician, which is Egyptian. The Phoenician is supposedly come out of the Demotic script, okay, which was the trade language of the Egyptians. It was their most for general use. You know what I'm saying? And so that is what Phoenician came out of, the Demotic script. Now, and that we had to make clear that. And so I remember seeing a documentary with some Jewish rabbis they was discussing how God created the world. And one of the rabbis said in this documentary that God created, through the Kabbalah, you know how they put the words together, and certain letters have power in certain words, and when you speak it into existence, and so it's how the combination of letters and words is, how God created everything in existence, you see. And so when he said, when one rabbi asked the other rabbi that was explaining that God created the world with words and letters, he said, what language did God use? And the lying-ass rabbi say he used Hebrew. I'd say to myself, did he really use Hebrew? You see, that's how you catch him up. You catch him up like you ain't use no goddamn Hebrew, because when you think about it, what they call in Hebrew is the Canaanite language. So you mean to tell me that God, you created the world using the Canaanite language before the Canaanites were ever created? That he went into the future to learn Canaanite, and then he went back to the beginning of time to create the world. How did he do that? You see what I'm saying? How did he do that? Even if you say he used, which there is no Hebrew language, but they say the Hebrew comes from Haba, which was one of the patriarchs in the bloodline of Shem. Okay, so how in the fuck, even if it did, how in the hell could God, what did God do? Go into the future and learn the language of Heba, and then he went back into the beginning of time and to create the universe? How did God do that? You see? And so it's funny to me that God could do, but God could do anything. So they say, that God could do anything. So God went into the future and learned Canaanite, and then he went back to the beginning of time to create the universe. Okay, now let's get with now that we understand that. So that was one of my questions: is why they never changed any of the names of the city. Now here it is: God, Noah then cursed Canaan, and God has commanded the Israelites not to take nothing of the Canaanite, not his no idols, nothing, no culture from them. Say, leave none breathing. You see what I'm saying? He said, exterminate the Canaanites. And so, how in the hell did they end up with their language and actually ended up with their God, El? It actually ended up, it didn't even change that. You see? Didn't even change that. But let's get to this. Let's get to this. Let's get to this. Now, okay, this is where is it? Chronicles. Let me get back to Chronicles. Okay. Now, if you get to 1 Chronicles, chapter 11, starting with verse 6, it says, and David and all Israel went to Jerusalem, which is Jebus, where the Jebusites were the inhabitants of the land. You see, so Jerusalem is another name for Jebus, which was a son of Canaan, who Noah has cursed. God has commanded the Israelites to exterminate, but yet and still they have left the name of Jerusalem, which is Jebus. It means absolutely the same thing. So the holy city of the so-called Israelites is named after a people whom they have been ordered to exterminate, who they look down upon. They done took their language, they done took their gods. You understand what I'm saying? They done took everything from the Canaanites. Yeah, and so here it is, the most holy city in all of Israel, Jerusalem, and the stronghold of Zion, which it was the stronghold of the Canaanites in Jerusalem. They didn't even change that. So you hear them singing, oh, Zion, and yeah, that's a Canaanite stronghold. You didn't even change the name of that. You didn't even change the name of that. And so, and so, matter of fact, let me go right here. Exodus, matter of fact, Exodus 34. Well, you got 33 right there, 1 and 2. Now listen what it said. 33, 1 and 2. It says, and the Lord said unto Moses, depart and go up hence, thou and the people which thou hast brought up out of the land of Egypt, into the land which I swear unto Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, saying, unto thy seed will I give it, and I will send an angel before thee. See, you see, and I will send an angel before thee, and I will drive out the Canaanite, the Amorite, the Hittite, the Prezorite, the Hivite, and the Jezebite, which is Jerusalem. You see, Jebus. You see, but so he in here telling you, I command you to drive them out, but yet and still you left the name of the city, the most sacred city, named after the very individual you supposed to be driving out. I'm trying to make that shit make sense. You see, I'm trying to make that shit make sense. You see, that show you the African is still superior in the book. If you break it down and get through the psychology of the shit, that they couldn't over because they had no language and they knew nothing, more sacred than the culture of African people. You see, and so and the crazy thing, and I thought about it, and uh 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 understand that Jerusalem means Jebus. And so in the New Testament, they get to talking about a new Jerusalem. I say, damn, a new Jerusalem? So, which is Jebus? Wait a minute, let me, which is Jebus? They say it's the same as Jebus, who was supposedly cursed by God, by Noah, by God and Noah. Okay, let me do one more. We're gonna move, we're gonna keep it moving though. We're gonna come right black. I don't want y'all to go nowhere. We're gonna come right black. This is when he drive them out. I want to get the one where it say, which is Jebus. Let me see. Wait a minute. Let me get the one. Let me see Joshua. Let me see Joshua 15. Let me see if I can get, because I want to emphasize that Jerusalem means Jebus. Okay, that one 18. Let me see if this was it. No, it's very, it's only a goddamn one letter between Jebus and Jesus. When you look at it, you see, and I was doing the research, and technically that's what his name is. Shit, you know what I'm saying? That's what his name is. Matter of fact, let me see what 15. Here you go. Right, here we go. Listen to me. This is Joshua 15, verse 8. It says, and the border went up by the valley of the son of Hinnom unto the south side of the Jezebite. The same is Jerusalem. See, so when you hear Jebus or Jezebite, it says the same is Jebus is Jerusalem. You see, now here it is. He say exterminate the Jezebite. But yet and still you keep his name on the city, the holiest city in all of Israel. See, we've been duped. We've been duped. You see, they kept it because it was holy. That's why they kept it. They knew that our Ethiopian, ancient Egyptian, Cushite culture was the most holy culture on the planet, and they could not do without it. They didn't even change the names on it. They left them just like it was. And people don't see the irony of that. So family, anytime one of these niggas out here say they can't build with Africans, ask them, why did they leave the name of the most holy city in all of Israel after an African? Why did they leave the name of an African king? And they left it as it was. They could not change it. You know why they couldn't change it? Because they didn't have no language. I mean, they just didn't have no language, you feel me? And then they could not usurp something that they could not replace. They didn't have the know-how to replace the advanced culture of the Canaanites. All right? So here we go, family. We just starting tonight. I want y'all to stay tuned. I'm gonna be right back. This is General Sarasun Seti. I want you to hit some of them links out there. Don't you hesitate. Hit that goddamn notification bell. Make sure it's on all. I'm gonna be right back. Don't you go nowhere. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.